Knowledge is power, and the Caribbean, as it is known, is facing a crisis and an uphill battle by not telling its story. This is the view of history lecturer at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus, Dr. Alison Ramsey. She's calling for the subject to be connected to reading to encourage children to learn. Dr. Ramsey, co-editor of the book Independence, Colonial Relics and Monuments in the Caribbean, says if the connection is made with children from very young, they will have a better grounding of who they are as a people.
It is essential that history be taught from the primary school level, not just social studies, but history as well. History and heritage should also be embedded in the secondary school curriculum. This is how we will know how we are going to stand for ourselves across the world. If we don't know who we are, how can we put together a front to say this is who we are to the rest of the world?
Dr. Jerome Tilak Singh, who also lectures at the St. Augustine campus and is co-editor of the book, says while progressive changes are taking place by removing relics, statues, and monuments, officials also need to listen to the citizenry to make informed decisions.
An accurate depiction of each nation's history is needed, but the question we have to ask ourselves, do our citizens have the patience, the vision, and the interest? Sometimes we don't consider the repercussions of removing these colonial relics. Some of the older folks get attached to these colonial relics, you know. Yeah? Some of the older folks, like my parents, they grew up with the Union Jack, you know, so that sometimes there is a sense of loss. Yes, they are happy to see this change, but the older generation grew up with that.
Meanwhile, project coordinator for the Office of Reparations in the Prime Minister's office, Rodney Grant, says such stories are important for nation building.
These stories are important. How we tell the heritage of our people is important to the kind of nation that we want to see, this kind of society we want to see. And therefore, we need more people to write. We need more people to write the story of our people in our own way. And monuments help to do this. Books help to do this in terms of memorializing our own story.
The book was penned by authors from Barbados, Curacao, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago. Rachelle Agard, CBC News.